Good morning, everyone. Well, it's a beautiful day where I am at the moment, and thought it'd be nice to come out into the garden, and I'll be sharing with you for the whole of this week from here. Perhaps Friday might be different, but we'll see how that goes. Just to fill you in on where we are in terms of our gospel readings at the moment, we're looking predominantly at the Gospel of John, and if we look at readings, we find that they tend to run sequentially, but not necessarily immediately sequentially. And so sometimes we'll have the readings of the week being followed or by the weekend's readings, so the Sunday reading will be the same, so it'll continue. And looking at the Gospel of John at the moment, we are in that space between chapters 13 and 17, which is pretty much where Jesus gives quite a long discourse to his disciples at the Last Supper, because it's immediately after chapter 17 that he is arrested, and then we see the trial and so forth. So we might feel that's kind of out of sequence, but we must remind ourselves also that we're trying to fit a lot of different things in the life of Jesus into just 365 days. And so sometimes the timing of the readings may not necessarily be the timing of our liturgy where we are. So let's have a look then at our reading of the day, and it's John's Gospel, chapter 15, verses 26 to chapter 16, verse 4. And within that we see Jesus says, "Indeed, the hour is coming when anyone who kills you will think he is doing a holy duty for God." And that's a little disturbing, in that people might think that they are doing the right thing, but in fact they are taking your life. And we'd rather say, well, hang on, just get your facts straight before you go bumping people off. But I think it's also an indication of just how diverse the different religions are that we have, and everybody seems to have a different philosophy, and that philosophy is built, I think, so much on people's personal circumstances rather than the will of God. And so they might sort of fool themselves into saying, oh no, this is all right, God says it's fine, but can you really justify that based on God's teaching? And so we need to be very thorough about our preparation. It's what I call the sin of error. And I think Satan, all he has to do is get people to be misled. And once they're misled, then they are falling into that trap of the sin of error, which the sin in itself is, it's being an error is not necessarily sin, but doing things without God's approval. That certainly is where the sin comes. Because after all, sin is what? It's damaging our relationship with God. So we'll follow up on this again tomorrow, and we'll see you. Keep well. God bless. Bye-bye.